Oh, it became the three of us. Why? Is it really? King of Hearts?
In high school and how they're dropping out in 9th and 10th grade, just for simple things like having a lot of substitute teachers, right, causes you to become disengaged with the school system, right, because you no longer have a connection or you're not seeing teachers that look like you, right, and so you just start checking out. So now you dropped out of school, right, and then if you dropped out of school, right, then LAPD might, catch you when you're not in school, so now you have a citation, right, and so, and theoretically you can get 3 strikes before you're 18 years old, so you already have justice experience. So then when you go for a job at McDonald's, right, well, it was really just a truancy, or I got in a fight at school, which if you were in a private school, we'd call your parents, talk to them, write it off, but now you gotta go to court when you get in a fight at school, right? Like, now you're touching that's like judge, public defender, and you know what I mean? And so now you already have a record and you haven't even graduated yet, right? So Mickey D's and they don't want to hire you, right? Like there's 10,000 people I can hire. So now, you know what I mean? So you just start having all of these things, right? And you just keep taking that over time, and all of a sudden you can start seeing how the face of homelessness starts looking like the people who've been targeted. And not necessarily like there was some master plan of like, let's just hit these people of color with all of these issues at one time.
So I experienced homeless for 6 years when I was growing up, and in middle school and high school. And one of the hardest parts is when I doubled up, so living with family members, there's always a pressure of when are you leaving? So you always have this pressure with your family members, even when you live with your parents. So, all right, you're gonna be here for a couple of weeks or a couple of months, but you need to be moving out soon. And so you feel that stress as a youth. And what happens is you start trying to figure out ways to help your family, so you make bad decisions.
Even in those spaces, supportive services are vital. They are the necessity of the success after an individual does get stably housed. And those services, they don't have an end date. They are continued services to ensure that individual remains stably housed.
For 6+ years, middle, high school, into my adult years, I was fortunate enough to have weapons in my arsenal. And those weapons were my education, my ability to connect through employment. My employment sustained little bits and pieces of my life. It allowed me to move in with people. I had something to offer. Employment gave me a lot of confidence that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else. Not in school. I did private school, and I was one of few black people in the South, Atlanta, Georgia, at this private school. So being employed and having money to work with, having tools to be able to apply with that money that I was given, put me in a place where I could look forward to things. And I could look forward to relationships. I had the opportunity to meet people that became my mentors through employment. And I understand growing up in a black household, they look forward to the children and these young teens to be self-sustainable. And that doesn't happen without conversation. That doesn't happen without training. It doesn't just pop up because they're in school for these amount of hours. Connectivity in the home is everything. If we aren't connecting in the home around this game of economics, if we aren't communicating and stimulating who our youth can become socially, then of course those are going to be our downfalls. We're going to connect with the wrong people. I fortunately was able to connect with the right people. Working with youth in foster care, I have seen the same angst to get up out of and from under that support system. The excitement to turn 18 is it's interesting to engage. They want to be 18 so bad that becomes their focus. But what happens after 18? It seems to be forgotten. So if we can encourage focus on the right things within these conversations, within these, the culture of our home, or the families that we build, and within the connectivity that we have, I think we'll see a lot of success, or more success.
The focus is on housing, but when you're working with young people, the focus should be on how do we help them develop? How do we help them grow? How do we help them develop and build the necessary resiliency to deal with life? As life throws punches, they're able to throw punches back and get back up.
Hey, that's it. Let me get over here. Oh, let me camera. Who knows how to do this?
Downtown, man. Full flow down, man. That's if I get caught, man. Push me to the left.
You know where to go, to the left. Now,
walk it by yourself.
I like it.
Introduce you to Jason and Franco today. They are particularly interested in youth homelessness. Jason, if you would please just give us some information about what you're seeing and what you think the causes of youth homelessness are.
Sure. First off, also, thank you so much, Aaron, and to HomeFul L.A. Inner City Law Center for allowing us to come here and talk about this issue that we're having, like you said, not only in Los Angeles, but around the country. But off the top of my head, I would say lack of access to affordable housing. If you look around Los Angeles, the prices are skyrocketing, so that's affecting all the at-risk people, and that makes them become homeless and other issues that they deal with, as well as lack of access to life sustainability skills.
50% of foster youth exiting the system will become homeless within a year or so. So you have a system that's ran by the government that's going to create homelessness. So right off the bat, that's a problem in itself. Another problem is not dealing with the trauma that these youth go through at a young age. And then when they become adults, certain people believe when you turn 18 and 21 years old, or you make a little bit of money, your trauma should disappear.
One night it changed your whole life.
you know where we at. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now. Athens Park over here in LA. American Peace Day Festival 2018.
Processing that never stop. Still I managed to rebel against my dirty hands. Refuse to keep coating pounds with more blood. Be by my past if you won't. Answer only to my Father who art in heaven. They say completion is 7. Pray I'm completed before my number's up and through. Y'all still with me? Let's go to the next one.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far.
God is amazing. And if you know God is amazing and the devil is a lie, we're going to die to the flesh right here today. This called being transformed and renewed.
Man.
How many people know about that? Where my church people at? And if you give him all the praise and all the honor, rock with me one time. Jesus. How many people know that mighty name? We gonna give it to God one time. Reverend JJ, can we give it to God? That's right. You know what the beat is, let me show you what the feet is. Standing against the world, not curling up like a fetus. Standing tall as Goliath, with courage of David. Hell ain't the only route for your soul, let me help you save it. Surrender with your sincerest tongue roll. Allow your burdens to lay. Renewal of your life can start right here today. Minds clouded, glorifying the foolishness. Celebrating calamity with a prideful spirit. Then a wretch like me finds light to share, and you refuse to hear it. This unknown, you fear it. You're scared into beliefs of flesh's desires. Put it all on the line for worthlessness. Now I'm a spiritual martyr. Rejecting the devil for souls with this composed vision. No need to frown on what's real, bring it about more division. I don't knock your decision, just keep it as real as we say. Allowing truth to shine, be glorification to Yahweh. Throw your praises up, throw your praises up. I know y'all know YG, but this how we do it. We put our hands in the air like this and give praise to the Most High. Throw your praises up, throw your praises up, throw your praises up.
Yeah, throw them up, throw them up.
Throw your praises up, throw your praises up, throw your praises up.
Come on, LA, let's go.
walk as a child when I was a child. Listen, you know she say I'm not free of sin in my corner living. One real enough with self, can stand in agreement with me. Who knows and believes the blood of Christ was spilled for our delivery. Never can live in complete remission. Long as flesh is forcing competition, forever be a Christian slipping. How far we fall is measured by works put forth. Fell beneath the surface, not respected like values and precious worth. Now no one better to do better. Sent the old me along, dear John letter. Ended it P.S. I said Christ is my Lord and Savior. Rededicated my life to a more godly behavior. Scriptures now, my name is a survival tool. No longer toting the tool. Sorry, Satan, gotta find another mule. Carried out more than I ever wanted to bear. Wade through trial and error, Satan's trickery, and God's love don't even compare. Watch me thoroughly from inequity, cleanse me from all sins. Amen. And if I continue waking up to this madness, I'ma continue to keep faith and make sure coming to pray I live this and less.